in the cold of space, where silence reigns and radiation whispers death. A newborn planet spins alone. Its crust still weeps lava. The skies are thick with poison. There are no oceans, just vaporous ghosts that someday hope to fall. You hover above this ancient earth, and even from up here, something feels off. There is no pulse yet, no protection. The solar wind rushes in like a horde of invisible arrows. Life doesn't stand a chance. But deep within the Earth's molten belly, something begins to stir. Not life, not thought, just motion, a churn, a twist, a spiraling scream of liquid iron, and then a field. Not one you can see, not one you can touch. But if you held a compass, and if compasses had been invented 4.5 billion years ago, it would twitch in your hand. The magnetic field is born. Now, turn down the lights, turn on the fan, and put on some soothing music. And we'll get started tonight. You drift down, closer now, through choking clouds. The newborn magnetic field isn't steady yet. It wobbles like a toddler finding its legs. But already, it pushes back the worst of the sun's fury. Charged particles glance off it like tiny bullets off a force field. The Earth isn't safe, not yet, but it's no longer defenseless. The atmosphere begins to form. Hydrogen and helium flee to space, but water vapor clings close, hugging the planet like a secret. The field isn't just a protector, it's a sculptor. Storms begin to churn beneath it, swirling the young oceans into being. The first true rain falls. It doesn't trickle, it roars. This is the beginning of climate, of ocean, of breath. Have you ever wondered what the magnetic field smells like? If you could catch it between your fingers, it might feel like cool metal or smell like ozone before a thunderstorm. Of course, it has no scent, but tell that to your nose when lightning strikes. It always brings the same tingle. Down in the new oceans, life is doing something funny. It's not just reacting to the field, it's following it. Bacteria, the little firstborns of Earth, begin to align themselves with magnetic lines. They're called magnetotactic. No joke. They grow miniature magnets inside themselves, like iron filing compasses. How's that for evolution? What was the magnetic field like when the Earth was first formed? Unstable, wild, chaotic. It flipped frequently, danced with solar storms, and threatened to vanish more than once. But somehow, it always came back. You watch these flips like heartbeats, irregular, but never truly stopping. Each one reshapes the weather, the sea, and the potential of life. Time passes strangely here. Millennia blink by like streetlights on a highway. You watch continents form and drift apart. Volcanoes explode, bringing iron to the surface. The magnetic field loves iron, feeds on it. Without it, the Earth's core might quiet. And if the core quiets, the shield dies. How the magnetic field created humans. It starts small. The field protects the ozone layer. The ozone layer filters ultraviolet radiation, and suddenly you've got DNA that isn't fried every second. That's a win, but more than that, the field guides. Fish use it to migrate. Birds dream of it in their skulls. And humans, well, we inherited the storm sense too. Ever feel weird before a thunderstorm? Thank the field. It's about 3.5 billion years ago now. Life is cozy underwater. Too cozy. Really, no predators, no drama, but that doesn't last. Eventually, some brave cells crawl toward the light. And here's the kicker. They survive. Why? Because the magnetic field's holding the worst solar radiation at bay. Barely. But enough. And now you're inside one of them. A cell, swimming up a thermal vent, feeling the world through tiny iron crystals. There's no thought yet, no awareness. But there is direction. It doesn't move randomly. It moves north or south, always toward the magnetic pull. This is instinct before instinct. This is navigation before brain. Does the magnetic field control the biological systems on Earth? Absolutely. It's a quiet conductor in the background of every migration, every storm-triggered instinct. Plants? They grow slightly different when the field shifts. Animals? They panic before magnetic disturbances. Humans? Some argue we've got cryptochromes, light-sensitive proteins in our eyes that respond to magnetic fields. We may be walking compasses, pretending to be lost. Of course, the field doesn't always protect. Sometimes, it allows extinction to happen. Like a gardener pruning too much. You watch the Cambrian explosion. Life booms, flourishes, diversifies, but behind the curtain, the field has stabilized just enough to allow it. Coincidence? Maybe. But only if you believe in lazy physics. What if the field wanted complexity? You're standing now, millions of years later, watching early mammals peek out from ferns. The magnetic field is quieter, steadier. Storms are no longer life-ending, they're life-shaping. A giant asteroid misses the planet, maybe diverted by the slightest magnetic nudge. Who's to say? The field doesn't brag, it hums. Now here's a fun one. Trees grow differently during magnetic fluctuations. Some rings twist, some show anomalies, like hidden storm scars. Researchers once cut open a 1,000-year-old tree and found a spike in carbon-14. What caused it? A cosmic storm, a magnetic hiccup. The tree remembered. Is the magnetic field a double-edged sword? Yes. You'll see that more in part 4. But even here, in the early chapters of Earth's story, you can feel it. It shields. But sometimes it lets too much in. Maybe that's how evolution speeds up. Maybe trauma is part of design. And now we coast forward toward the next pulse. The magnetic field begins to flip again. Life doesn't know yet. But you do. It's going to get turbulent. Migration patterns will fail. Radiation will spike somewhere in the sky. Ozone will thin, but something else will rise too. Humans. Almost. The day the compass broke, there's a strange quiet before the field shifts. Not the kind of silence that soothes you before sleep, but the kind that makes even the air feel like it's waiting. You're in a forest. The trees are ancient, heavy with the scent of damp soil and time. A bird calls, then another. They don't know where to go. Their instincts are scrambled. Their invisible maps erased. Somewhere deep inside their skulls, the compass needle trembles. It's not pointing north anymore. It's pointing everywhere. You're watching Earth 42,000 years ago. The magnetic field is about to flip, not forever, just long enough to throw everything into chaos. How the magnetic field created humans. Not directly, not like a sculptor shaping clay, but here, in the middle of the Laschamp Event. You start to understand that creation sometimes comes from destruction. The field weakens, radiation increases, clouds swell with strange charges, UV levels rise, the air changes, and humans, your ancestors, suddenly do something curious. They go underground. Caves light up with ochre paintings, hands on stone, beasts imagined and remembered. It's like a spark goes off, not in the sky, but behind the eyes. Art begins. Symbols, memory, culture. Is it fear that does this? Or is it the magnetic field? Shifting something deep in our neural soup. In Australia, ancient trees record the spike. Carbon-14 levels shoot upward. It's proof. The field weakened. The sky cracked open a little. And Earth received more than just light. It received change. You feel it, even now, sitting in your bed or watching from a screen. You were born from storms. What was the magnetic field like when the Earth was first formed? Back in part 1, it was wild, unpredictable, and unstable. But now, it's not just unstable. It's vanishing. And as it vanishes, the boundaries blur. Migration paths collapse. The auroras, which usually dance politely at the poles, spread toward the equator, bleeding color into unexpected skies. Imagine seeing shimmering green lights above the pyramids or over the Amazon canopy. It happened. Does the magnetic field control the biological systems on Earth? More than we care to admit. In this weakening period, not just humans, but other mammals begin to behave erratically. Fossil evidence hints at rapid changes, even extinctions. Some species vanish, others evolve. The environment is harsh, unpredictable, charged with static and surprise. You're in a settlement now. Wind lashes the walls. A child presses fingers into mud, then into stone. The marks are meaningless, but only for a moment. Soon, they will mean deer, sky, God. The magnetic field isn't thinking, of course, but its silence is writing poems through terrified hands. And then, as suddenly as it started, the field flips back, the compass reorients, birds settle, trees grow straighter. But the world is not the same. You're not the same. The memory of the storm remains. Humanity has stepped through something invisible and irreversible. Time skips again. You are in the Iron Age now. It's hot, dusty. Somewhere in the Levant, clay jars bake in the sun. Someone paints glyphs onto their surface, never knowing they're encoding a geomagnetic anomaly. Thousands of years later, scientists will be stunned. The magnetic field here is stronger than ever recorded. A super spike. No one knows why. You lean closer. What does it mean that Earth's field surged like this? Was it a last gasp, a flex? Or was it trying to correct itself after centuries of misalignment? You begin to notice something else. These strong fields seem to show up where civilizations rise. Coincidence? Or cause? You move west, Rome begins to stir. You move east, the Shang dynasty writes on bones. You move north, Viking compasses, sunstones, really navigate through fog. All these people, all these cities, expanding under magnetic calm. Maybe Earth has moods, and maybe calm fields create confident minds. But then, again, it stirs. The compass never truly stops moving. Every few 100,000 years, the field weakens and flips. The last one, about 780,000 years ago. The next one, we're overdue. No one knows how long the calm lasts. But what you're feeling now, in this part of the story, is tension. Is the magnetic field a double-edged sword? Yes. Because even at its strongest, it gives us direction and dependency. Remove it, and we're blind. Over thousands of years, humans have built temples that align with magnetic north. But what happens when north is no longer north? Some cultures notice. They adjust. They pray differently. They walk different paths. Others cling, unaware the very compass in their soul is spinning. You're back in the present now, or close to it. A satellite blinks out above Brazil. Engineers blame a software error. But you've seen enough to know better. The South Atlantic anomaly is growing. The field weakens here, even now, like a thread coming undone. You think about the irony. The force that gave you breath, shielded your cells, whispered art into your caves, could be the same force that drops planes from the sky, that erases GPS signals, that leaves astronauts unshielded above a bruised Earth. Earth. Still, you rest your hand on your chest. The field is still there. You can't see it, But sometimes, just sometimes, you feel it, like static in your fingertips, like truth, half remembered. You float now, not in time, but in space, beneath you. Earth spins in slow, dreamy silence. From this high up, the continents look like ancient runes pressed into blue glass. The clouds drift lazily across the oceans. It's peaceful until it isn't. Suddenly, a black spot blooms in the atmosphere. You've reached the bruise. This is the South Atlantic anomaly, a region where the magnetic field is thinner, fractured, tired. You watch as satellites pass overhead and begin to stutter, blink, fail. Even now, engineers whisper about this place. The numbers don't make sense. The field here is weakening 5 times faster than elsewhere. You descend. What was the magnetic field like when the Earth was first formed? Back then, the field was wild and volatile, but it never flickered like this. It never tore a hole in its own skin. Here, something else is happening. The shield isn't gone, but it's pulsing, stammering. The outer layers of Earth's magnetic cloak have thinned like an old robe. And through those holes, space peeks in. Whales lose their way here. Birds spiral in confusion. Even migratory fish swim in circles. They rely on magnetic fields like maps, like whispers. But here, the whisper is broken. The ancient guidance hum vanishes. Does the magnetic field control the biological systems on Earth? You already know it does. But now you see the fragility of that bond. You land near a coastal village in Argentina. The fishermen here say their catch has grown strange. Odd creatures wash up. Sometimes the water tastes metallic. One swears he saw the stars ripple. You don't laugh. You listen. Because the Earth is telling stories through its silence, through its flickers. How the magnetic field created humans. Maybe not in a single stroke. But here's a new idea. Maybe the field still shapes us. You walk into a lab now, past coils and chambers, to where neuroscientists hook up humans to machines and turn magnetic fields into questions. Do we have magnetosense? Yes. Subtle, subconscious. Some people feel north, others dream storms before they happen. In one experiment, subjects sat in a Faraday cage, completely shielded from external fields. And their brainwaves changed when the artificial magnetic field rotated. They didn't know it, but their neurons did. And that's not all. Cryptochromes, light-sensitive proteins in the eyes of birds, are also in you. They may react to magnetism, silently influencing mood, sleep, direction. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why? Maybe your compass twitched. You're in a cave now, different from before. It's not ancient. It's a data vault buried deep beneath Europe. Scientists here are worried. They monitor the poles every day. North is on the move, faster than ever before, from Canada towards Siberia. No one knows why. Magnetic field doesn't ask permission. You sit in silence, in the dark. You feel what animals must feel before a storm, unease without reason, a buzz in the teeth, static in the soul. Back above the South Atlantic, astronauts feel it too. When the ISS passes over the anomaly, electronics glitch. Astronauts report seeing sudden sparks of light, phosphenes inside their eyes, not from outside, but from radiation slipping through the weakened shield and tickling the retina. It's beautiful. It's terrifying. Is the magnetic field a double-edged sword? This is where the question begins to sharpen. Yes, the field shields life, but it also hides its failures. When it weakens, the truth shows that Earth is exposed, that storms aren't just weather, they're messages, that life is not guaranteed. You travel now to temples, stone ones, in Cambodia, in Mexico, in Northern Europe. Many are aligned, not with stars, but with magnetic north. Not true north, magnetic. The field influenced sacred geometry. Holy direction. The invisible was worshipped because it was felt. Some researchers believe humans have always responded to the magnetic field, like trees bending to the sun. Maybe the idea of home isn't just physical. Maybe it's magnetic. You're a child now, lost in the woods, and you stop. You close your eyes, you point, and somehow, without knowing why, you know, that way, home. We call it gut feeling. But maybe your gut has magnets. You drift now across the oceans, where whales sing in low pulses. Their songs change subtly, year by year. Almost like they're following more than currents. And in the magnetic bruises, those places where the field stutters, the songs go strange. Melodies spiral, pods scatter. Earth listens to music in magnetic keys. You've made a circle now. From the bruised sky to the buried sense, from the compass to the cave, from storms in the blood to silence in the void. And still the field flickers, still the needle wavers, still you search.